All right, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to put the terminations on the end of the Cat5 or Cat6 Ethernet cables, RJ45 ends. So I'm going to show you some of the things you're going to need first, and I'm going to let you know which things are optional. Here is the crimper. This is not optional. You're going to have one of those. Here, wire cutters. You can use some other types of snips, even some pair of scissors. You're going to have something to cut with. Now here, I've got, this is a wire stripper. This allows me to strip the casing off. This is optional, but I would highly recommend it. You can use a pair of scissors and kind of go around and be sure to not cut into your actual wires on the inside and then pull it off. But this just makes it a lot easier. And then also, definitely going to need your RJ45 connectors, and that is not optional. You will have to have that. And then a tester. When we get done, we can test it. That is optional, but I would recommend it if you can get your hands on a decent tester. So, all right, guys, let's get started. Okay, once you've got the length of cable that you want, you obviously cut it. I've already done one end off camera. So you got the length of Ethernet cable that you want. The one I'm currently using is category 6, and you can use category 5, but category 6 is just rated for more speed. It's not huge differences in it. It's just I heard that maybe the copper in there is slightly larger. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it's able to achieve more speeds. But that's all there is to it. Okay, guys. Now after that, you're gonna have to figure out: do you want to do the T568A wiring or the T568B wiring? Now, if you go to the store and just get you a piece of Ethernet cable like this to hook up a router or modem or something, these are pretty much always T568B. From what I understand, the B is usually used in home residential situations, while the A is in commercial or federal government installations or something like that. So B is what we're looking for. I just downloaded a simple app on my phone. There's a bunch of them out, but just a diagram just to kind of help me make sure I get the wires in the right order. So starting over here on the left, you've got white, orange, orange, white, green, then blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. So I can see on the cable that was purchased, that is the diagram that's set up. That is the wiring order, and I'm also using the exact same wiring order. Again, the type of wiring that I'm going to do is T568B. Okay. So I'm going to take my wire stripper. Now this is a dual stripper. This black part is for coaxial cable, and then this is for Ethernet. So I'm going to put about 2 inches past the blade and gonna apply a little bit of pressure, and then give it a few turns. You don't want to go too far, because if you actually end up cutting the wires inside, you're gonna have a problem. As you can see, a few turns and it came right off. It has a piece of nylon string or whatever this is. You can just cut that off like that. All right, so next thing you want to do is get these wires untwisted. Like I said, guys, I'm using Cat6, but Cat5 is gonna pretty much be 100% identical to this process. There's no real differences in the ways that you terminate the cables between Cat5 and Cat6. It's just Cat6 is gonna guarantee more speed. It's certified for higher data transfer speeds. That's pretty much the only difference. And there are small physical differences, but as far as the way to terminate them, there's no real difference. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start lining this up. All right, to my left, I get the white orange, and then orange, and white green, okay, white orange, orange, and then white green, then solid blue. And then white blue. Okay, so just to kind of go over this again, we got white orange, orange, white green, blue, white blue, and then green. Let's see, go on top there. Then white brown is next. Then obviously solid brown is the last one coming in. All right, so what I'm gonna try to do is get these kind of side by side without all these scaps in here. Okay, so that I've got all my wires in the right order and they are lined up without a lot of gaps. I'm gonna take about 3/4 of an inch and I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna cut here and leave this much. So I'll just use my snippers here and go ahead and cut them. And try to cut at a 90-degree angle. Make this cut as straight as possible. Now these particular RJ45 termination deals I have, they don't come with the little, it's almost tracks inside of most of them. They're not in these. Mine is a little bit different than what I usually would use. So, try to get this in focus. So these come with this little deal here that kind of helps get these in order. So I'm gonna put this on first and then it's gonna go into here. And again, yours maybe not will have, probably won't have this separate piece like this. I've never had them on any of the ones that I bought. But on yours, the little tracks will probably be built in and you would just kind of hold this and just slide it right in without this deal. But you obviously have to make sure you stay in the same order. So I slid mine all the way down. You want to make sure that the wires actually come to the end here. You slide it on. So now you get your crimper together. You can see a little piece on the top. That's where this little clip is gonna go. So you go ahead and you insert into your crimper, and you pull the handle. Okay. And as you can see, I'm crimped down onto the blue part. I'm not crimped onto the wire, so I I cut off the right amount to where the crimp is onto the blue, and we have no problems. It's nice and tight. Now, you may have bought a pack of RJ termination, the plugs where you have some of these in here. And if you do, just put these on first before you get started. Before you strip anything, you put this on. And then once you crimp your end on, you can just bring that shielding up. The little shield. And this kind of helps from this not getting broken off. But to me, it's more of a headache than what it's worth, if you ask me. So I don't really like using them all that much. So that's it, guys. And I'm gonna show you the testing. Okay, I've got this tester at Home Depot, and it was kind of expensive there. I want to say it was like $30 or something like that. You can get them on Amazon or something a whole lot cheaper. Micro Center, you get a lot cheaper. This is probably a really good brand. It's probably for guys who actually do this on a daily basis. All right. So now that I have this on, what's gonna happen is this box is gonna send a wire down each electrical signal down each wire, and then each light is gonna turn on green and let me know it's good. If it's red, I know I have a reversal. So let me turn this on. This may not see in the camera, but we're gonna see. So as you can see, all of my lines are perfect and none of my lines are crossed. So this was a successful cable.